Hi, I'm Sylvia Gordon. I'm going to talk briefly about Social Security new rules for 2022. Now, this is not clickbait. And when we talk clickbait, I get so many questions every week on all my different social media platforms from the American consumer saying, is it true Social Security is going to run out in 2 years? Is it true I'll never draw Social Security? Is it true it won't be around by the time I get there? No, it's not true. Explain to people that is clickbait. That comes out every year, fourth quarter, and it gets people to click and read newspapers and read online stuff. It will be here. Will it change? Yes, it's going to change. It was formed in 1935. It's changed many times, many iterations. You know, in the 1970s, we got disability, and it's changed so many times. 2016, right after we wrote a book on Social Security optimization, about, 3 months after we printed the book and have a whole bunch of books in our storeroom, they changed the law to get rid of that. It's always changing. So you can comfort your clients by saying, it's going to be here. Will it change? Yes. Will you possibly get less? Most likely. Will they tax more of your income? Most likely. It's going to change. There's a lot of levers they can push, but they are not going to let it run dry. You will get Social Security. So that's a little comfort that you should be well versed enough to give to your clients.
517 to scanner control. 517.
Hey, we're going to have a Medicare boot camp the second week of January 2022. If you want a refresher on Medicare Supplement or Medicare Advantage or Part D or ancillary products, you could come just one day or the other. If you have new people that you want to bring on, this is a great way for them to get some really deep training. Or if you have staff, administrative staff in your office that you would like for them to have a little bit more conversant knowledge on Medicare, talk to your marketer, ask us in the comments for the details. Now, let's talk about a basic thing that you should know for next year, and that is Social Security changes their earnings limit annually. They announced it for 2022. This is a number you should know. It's $19,560. So 19 and a half grand. That is the amount that if you take Social Security early, before your full retirement age, that if you exceed $19,560, they will reduce your Social Security. So you're like, I feel you. You're like, I don't want to know, so I don't want to know this stuff. Yeah, you need to know this. This is basic, fundamental level that if you're going to call yourself a Medicare expert, that these two plans dovetail, and you need to understand basic Social Security if you're going to call yourself a Medicare expert. So I know you're convulsing that you don't want to know this. Stay with me. 19,560, 19 and a half. So you have a client that takes Social Security at 63. That's before their full retirement age. Most of the American public, I hope not you, still think that full retirement age is 65. It is not. It is between 66 and 67. You have to Google your birthday, put full retirement age, and it will tell you. It might be 66 and 10 months. Okay, whatever it is. At your full retirement age and thereafter, for the rest of your life, you can earn as much as you want. So this only impacts people, this 1960, people that take Social Security early, which is before their full retirement age. So if they take it at 65, that is before their full retirement age. So if they're making $100,000 and they take Social Security, they're going to be reduced. Anything over $19,000 and a half, for every $2 you go over, they reduce your Social Security by $1. Okay, so if you go over 10 grand, they reduce your Social Security by 5 grand. If you go over by 100 grand, you didn't get any Social Security, you screwed up. You should undo that, which there's a way to undo that. So if they're 63, that's kind of a sweet spot for you because the husband's already your client, the wife's 63, and they're grabbing Social Security and they're taking some money out of their 401k, and all this dries up their income. Why do you care? Because that's going to drive up their Medicare Part B costs. And they're unaware of how these plans dovetail. So just taking Social Security at 63, that's more income for the couple. So let's say that they're going to get $15,000, $20,000 extra. That could push them into IRMAA at 65. So they need to make it worth it. They don't want to go $1 over that limit. What's the limit for 2022? It's, as an individual, it's $91,000. As a couple, It's always basically about double that. It's 182,000. So you don't want this Social Security to drive you to 183,000 because now you're going to pay all that extra in IRMAA for Part B and Part D every month for a year. So Social Security and Medicare recalculate annually, but you want to make sure that you made a wise decision to take some out of your 401k, to take Social Security, that you took enough to offset what you are going to give up in IRMAA monthly for at least a year. I know this is painful. If you're like me and you absolutely hate math and you say, this is not the way I thought my life was going to turn out. I did not think I would be doing this much math when I went into Medicare insurance. I know, I feel that way too. But watch this video a couple times till you have it down, because this is, like I said, this is not high level information. This is low level information that you should know if you legitimately hold yourself out as an expert in Medicare. If you don't follow me, I dovetail a lot into Social Security, into taxation, TRICARE for life, VA, federal employee health benefits, all these other things that you're always like, I don't want to know that. I just really want to know Medicare. That's enough for me. Just stay with me. We throw a little bit in every week. It's free. Anybody can watch it. And all I ask is that you do hit the subscribe button. If you found this video valuable, also please share it with somebody, because most agents out there are blissfully unaware of this, and we really could do better service by our clients by providing this service, by explaining how these things do dovetail. Join me next week. I'll be back next Wednesday.